Hello Libra, this is your Tarot forecast for February 2016. And as you can see, I am adding in the cards here this month. There's been a lot of requests for it, and I will do so through a still photo. And what you're looking at is my 36 card reading, which is actually an astrological tarot type reading. It gives us insights in the 12 various stages of life, just like the astrology. However, though, it's what the cards are showing up in these various areas for you. So those of you who's had your private readings, this is how the 36 card read looks like. But listen, we're going to start over there at the far left, and that is the first house. And for you, I see here there might be some news here starting up early in the month. Could come from a family member, in fact. It looks like there might even be an invitation to go visit. It looks like maybe somebody's needing a little bit more of your attention here, as if something's been laying here low for a while, contemplated. And for some of you, it could even be that there might be somebody that's not feeling too well. However, though, that doesn't go for all of you. But the invite here looks like there could be a family reunion coming in to question. Now, second house here, well, we see family, we see money and family values all coming in together where things are going to be strongly felt. And there might be changes here coming up within the family as well. These changes, I feel, are for the better. There's improvement. There is that strength that is all around it. And it could also now be you strengthening your income sector as well, where there will be more money coming in. I'm feeling before the end of February, well, it's you making some choices. And the choices, I feel, might have to do with some movement. Looking like there could be mention of a trip coming up. There is money there, and it is in the home family area. And it's more like you've probably been thinking or contemplating this for a while to make that trip. But now it's all about the timing of events. It looks like you might need to look at your schedule there, and there's decisions to be made. And this is seen now in the area between the third and the fourth house. So it's like you might need to let go of something. And what would that be? It might be some predetermined schedules that you might have set up. So it's more like, okay, what do you weed out in order to get to where you need to go? However, though, here I see money in your hand. Again, it's in the family situation, and you might have been contemplating this trip. Not a long one. It might just be a short trip. However, though, whatever the deal is, it kind of ties in from the first to the fourth house here that there is definitely a thing to do. But I'm feeling there is support as far as when it comes to your relationships, to do what you need to do. And I see you navigating very strongly, very set on what it is you're setting out to do. And I feel there's a strong, sharp determination in the choices upon where you're going to be navigating now. There is a feeling of strength, joy, and so forth. Now, your day-to-day schedules, you're going to be busy. It's going to be a very busy month here in February. You might be affiliated to a group of people, and they're all coming out all at once. And there might be some talk, some chat. There might even be maybe even an issue somewhere where they're trying to troubleshoot to figure out what it is they need to do. And don't hold back, Libra. If you feel you have a divine solution, well then, step forward with it. You might just have what is needed in this circumstance. So there is that temperance. I see that you're balanced. Now, this really goes well with your sign anyway. So, expect success, and success will come. This month here is not going to leave you sitting on the sofa. You're up and going and doing and pursuing. In your long-term relationship, well, here we have a conclusion, maybe even a mutual agreement between you and your significant other. And I feel what that has to do with is a feel of a cycle which is completing itself. So expect to either be supportive of your partner or have your partner be supportive of you in the choices that are needed to be made. And I see there's a practical to do in this situation, but you're on the same page. And it's more like something has come to a phase where it's in finalizing stages, and now it's more like, okay, preparing for new heights, new goals coming in. Somewhere there is a male and a female. That's going to be in the picture here for February. He's very outgoing, charming, dynamic, outspoken, very direct and blunt. This woman, I feel, is somebody who's a great communicator. She is wise, and she's very determined on what it is that she wants to portray. But somehow here, Libra, it ties into your shared resources, the money that you have here with your partner. And even if you're single, it's the resources that you have other than your monthly income. This is more like savings, investments, and so forth, taxes, that kind of thing. Two people here are coming in to be supportive, helpful, to give you guidance, insights, so that you can get all your ducks in a row in such a perfect way. So we have mentioned travel here earlier in your reading, and what I see again here too, there is travel, and it seems to be long distance. This may not take place this month. It could be more thinking ahead, what you'd like to do later in the year, maybe, for vacation time. And it looks like you'd like to actually go somewhere that you haven't been for a long time, and it's all now just getting all your ducks in a row, figure out your vacation schedules and so forth. And then also, I feel it's a mental type journey month for you, where your mind is really going to be in a philosophical mode, looking back to the past, but also into the future, and trying to find a higher sense of consciousness, how everything in life ties in together. Some of you might find yourself researching more or going on the web looking for this or that. Some of you might even, yes, be thinking about going back to school, though I don't really feel that. It's more like this spiritual, mental longing of wanting to know, gain insight, gain wisdom. And so you will. And it's also a stage where you could be preparing for more changes to come. And I feel for a few of you here, Libra, and of course, this is just a general reading, so it's hard to cover you all here under one. But what I do see, though, is that there might be a small issue coming up here in the area of career or work. This might be tied into a female. I don't feel necessarily that it's tied into you personally, but it could be a part of what you need to resolve or be helpful to this woman. But it's more like I'm seeing how you're wanting to grow and expand your work field. And yet, here is this issue. Maybe she's standing in your way, or maybe this person needs to open up for whatever constrictions that are right now. But you will know as we proceed through the month, she is generally a person who is very gentle and deep and creative. So I think she isn't the worst person to speak with if you need to have some kind of a dialogue here, or if there's a meeting. Even if some of you are going for an interview that you might have a little doubts about before entering, you can easily speak to this person. She's very open, like I said, very creative in her ways as well. Now, here, when it comes to your hopes and dreams, this area, I feel too that you're going to be taking some action. And I feel you've been waiting. There's memories here, or there's thoughts from the past that you've been wanting to move forward with. Seems like that might have been a little blocked. However, though, it's like that is going to be overcome here throughout this month. There's death and rebirth here. So there's a rebirth taking place now in your hopes and dreams, which will actually open up new doors, Libra, so you can really start reaching for those things that you've been wanting to do for perhaps it looks like a long time here, because we're reaching way far into the past with this. But that transformation, when it comes, is definitely going to allow you now to settle in towards those things. And we're finalizing your reading here, Libra, with the 12th placement. And as you can see, there's a whole compilation there of process cards For the most part, your reading for February is actually very good. It's excellent. There's motion, movement, action, decisions, and so forth. But here in the 12th house, which is the karmic house, there is this of you looking back for a longer period. We're looking actually several years. There might be a situation that will be triggered at some point throughout the month, which will allow you to do some healing, to look back at what went right, what went wrong, why did it go wrong. And there was more than just one disappointment upon this path. It looks like there could have been, a series of things that didn't really work out the way that you had hoped or anticipated. And that has left you worried since. So this is a time where you can embrace, look at it, and then let go, let God. Carrying those things don't really, perk towards new energy. So sometimes to clear out is good. This is coming up towards the end of the month. So, if you find yourself in this place, that might be some of the things that are starting to kind of surface from the deep subconscious towards the eclipse that's coming up here in March. That will maybe allow you to let go and let God and be done with it. So this is what I have here for you in February. And if you haven't listened to your astrological forecast for this month, you might want to do so, because there are great transits all lined up here for you, Libra. And I will see you again in March. Bye now.